Back once again, as we all know, that the House of Representatives opened the sixth regular round, and there was an opening session yesterday considering some reservations by His Excellency the Head of State President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, some almost 8 reservations over the articles of the law, the criminal procedures law. The President sent his directives to do some amendments or just reconsider taking another quick law over 8 articles of the criminal procedures law. And there was also another session that was held today with the attendance of His Excellency the Minister of Justice, and the discussion was heated. With us over the phone is our prominent member of the Parliament, of course, Dr. Freddy Elbaiady. Good afternoon, Dr. Elbaiady.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing, sir? So, how do you weigh the role of the Parliament in enhancing the country's political path?
Sorry, say that again, please.
I was asking you, how do you assess the role of the Parliament in enhancing the country's political path?
Of course, the Parliament plays a very important and significant role in shaping the law.
Right. So there was the Parliament was considering or reconsidering taking a quick look over again the draft that took the Parliament almost 1 year and a half through sessions and committees and legislative committees and subcommittees to be able to bring that draft to light. But then there was a reservation by the Head of State to over 8 particles of the law, and the heated discussion revolved around Article 105 and Article 64, saying that there was a contradiction between them. So how do you assess the whole process and also the reservation of the President? Are you with the reservation? Because there were some members who said there is no need to postpone that law because it took us a lot of time and a lot of effort, and it couldn't come no better.
First, I have to say that myself and my party, the Egyptian Social Democratic Party, were actually the only party which objected the law to be actually processed in this form, and we had many suggestions for amendments, and
yes,
actually all the amendments that are suggested by the President we were suggesting, and other amendments too, and we actually had a statement, and we were asking the President not to sign the law and to return to the Parliament. So the first thing, I have to thank the President for taking this step and for returning the law to the Parliament. This is actually what our call to the President is. So I believe there are 3 main things that prompted the President to return the law. The first is the legislative clarity and governance. The draft had vague terms that could be actually applied. The second thing is the stronger constitutional safeguards, especially the sanctity of homes and defense rights. Third thing actually is the practical implementation. The Presidency asked that the law take effect at the start of the next judicial year to give court prosecutors and the new investigation centers time to get ready. This is all in the presidential message that was returning the bill to the Parliament.
So you, as you and your fellow members were completely siding with the President's objection and reservation of 8 articles of this law, and that also in its own right reflects the Presidency's keenness on respecting the rights of citizens and also the freedoms of the people at large, and also respect to the freedom of the prosecution and the court cases. So in other terms, what exactly was the contradiction? Where does the contradiction lie? Because the Minister of Justice was having issued some statements yesterday in the opening session, and then he withdrew his rejection of those statements. So what exactly was going on, and where do you see the contradiction?
Actually, I don't understand how is this competition going, because as you said yesterday, the Minister of Law had some disapproval with the President's suggestion. And today, in the first decision, he said, I changed my mind. I now have a different opinion, and I changed my mind overnight. And then he, at the end of the session, he said, no, I didn't actually change my mind completely. I still insist on some of my suggestions. So this is not actually clear for me. But I can speak about myself and my party that we fully endorse the suggestions by the President, and we call actually to discuss other articles that are connected to the same articles that the President suggested.
Right. There were talks about alternatives to the emergency law, and especially hold on to suspects, and also banning from travel and other procedures. And there were talks about the procedures itself, not about, because the heated discussion revolved around the fact that the reservation was not about the articles of the law as much as it was against or towards or revolves against the process itself of carrying it out to light, like digitalizing the way it is issued, and the services being digitalized, and the time it would take, and how it would come at the best form, and also the procedures of the emergency law. So what's your own assessment of all those points?
Actually, it's not the position by the President for the amendment was not only about being ready for infrastructure with the technical stuff, but there was some objections for amendments that has vague definitions, like, for example, invading houses and searching houses without permit from the court in cases of danger. And the article didn't define what cases of danger is, and we were told actually to define or to give clear examples, not to give excuse to the police authorities just to go and search inside the houses without permission from the court. So this is one of the articles that needed actually clear change. Another article was actually about in some exceptional cases that would give the right to the police authorities to investigate with the suspect without the presence of his lawyer, and this is actually not accepted as an institution. There shouldn't be any case that will give the police authorities right to investigate without having the right to defend and having the lawyer in this. So the President actually endorsed this amendment, and we also endorse it, and we called it at the first time that it was discussed, and again we will propose the same amendment we proposed earlier.
Right, the Honourable Member of Parliament, Dr. Freddy Elbaiady, would like to thank you so much talking to us on Nile TV, and wish you all the best with the coming up session that is due on Saturday, inshallah. Thank you so much talking to us. Please stay tuned on Nile TV for more coverages and news coming up to you at the top of every hour.